Hello. Hello there. Yeah. You're here. I'm here. You click play, so I know you're ready. I've been waiting to see you all week, so you know that I'm ready as well. So you know what I did? I jumped in my little yachty boat of ideas, and I thought about something awesome, something special that I could share with you today. I know you came to learn. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm here for. I am here to teach you something. So I will. I'm going to teach you about Hondas. But not just any Honda. We're going to discuss the first generation Honda Civic from the early 70s. I'm going to teach you all about our friend Bobby. Teach you about our friend Bobby Boy. And we're going to discuss what Honda used to do back on Sundays in order to sell on Mondays. Back in the day, the car that won on Sunday would have their cars flying off the lot come Monday morning. Let's take a look back at Japanese auto manufacturers and see how they made their impacts on Sunday so that way they could sell on Monday. Now look, I know this may be hard to believe, but Honda did not start off popping wheelies at the drag strip. That's not how this all started. No, they were not intended originally to be these, fat front tire, front wheel drive, grip and go race cars. No, that is not what they did. Originally, back in 1961, they were a motorcycle racing company. Okay, maybe they weren't a motorcycle racing company. However, Mr. Honda wanted greatly to be part of this motorcycle racing scene. So back in the early 60s, 1961 to be exact, they won a little race that a lot of people refer to as the TT and others refer to it as Isle of Man. But I've really never ever heard anybody say Isle of Man TT. I guess that's just too much mumbo jumbo to put together and, try to get your words out. However, they did. Back in 1961, they went there, they raced, they saw, they conquered, and they did a clean podium sweep. 1, 2, 3, took it all. And that's kind of what set the base. It set the stage for Honda as an automotive motorsports type company. So this is, it was one of Mr. Honda's big, dreams. He's like, I want to be a racer. And, dude, that was big back in the day. So that's what they did. He set a goal, he accomplished it, he went after it, and pew pew. Dude, done. Killed it. Can I say that? Killed it. I remember when I was first starting to get into cars, it was like around the time they started releasing like Fast and Furious movies. And I wasn't driving yet, I wasn't old enough to drive yet, but I just remember seeing those movies and just being like, wow, look how cool that car is. And you'd see all the Hondas in the movie and the guys had the S2Ks and the hatchbacks and I don't know. I just always thought that it was the coolest thing to see. And full disclosure, I grew up in Long Beach. So Long Beach, California is essentially Fast and Furiousville, especially of that time. Dude, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing a body kit. Some of those I think they were Vortex looking wheels. Those other wheels that came with the big center cap, and 90% of the people, because their wheels were probably stolen, were missing the center cap on them. Dude, Long Beach was fast and furious. All the warehouse areas on the backside of Spring where Mercedes is, dude, all of those things were car shops. And there's still car shops to this day, but just that trend, they're not, the cars aren't coming out looking like that. They're not, bright orange with, big, body kits. And they still have some of the graphics on some of the cars, but it's not quite the same. But dude, that was the thing back then. You can't knock those guys. Hell, I thought it was cool. I thought when I was gonna build a car that I was gonna get one of those cool body kits with the, chicken wire mesh and just make it look all cool and just sudsy, lather me up. I was ready. So, I don't know. Sorry, off topic. I just thought I'd share that. So, let's get back on track. Honda did not get its actual first four-wheel automotive race win until 1965. At the Grand Prix of Mexico, they had a driver by the name of Richie. Yeah, how's that for a race car driver? You're a race car driver, your name is Richie, you just won the Grand Prix in Mexico? I'm just saying, how cool would that be? He's driving, he comes through the flag, they wave the flag, he gets out, yeah, does his little wave thing, and he took off his helmet so all the ladies could see his face. And I bet Richie probably had his hair combed over, right? And after the race, like he probably, you know, the team was about to fly back. He was like, nah, I think I'll stay a day. And Richie, you know, probably just was off the coast of Mexico with like a margarita. Probably went out that night, you know, met a few senoritas and just, man, I bet Richie was the talk of the town. But I don't know. I don't know, Richie. I'm Jared Michael. But here it is. This is what we're really here to talk about. The moment that you've all been waiting for. We're here to talk about Bobby. Let's go, Bobby boy. Yeah, come on, Bobby. But wait 1 second. Before we talk about Bobby, let me give you a little background information on the car that we all know and love. The Honda Civic. So before they had the highly anticipated Type R here in America, before they had the beautiful blue SI coupes, before they had the rally shifting SI hatchback, VTEC, K-Series, you know, GSR motors and all of this cool stuff, they had something a little bit simpler. And that was a 1973 Honda Civic with the CVCC motor. Wait, you don't know what the CVCC is? Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. CVCC. The CVCC. Oh my goodness. It is the compound vortex controlled combustion engine. This is a car that, dude, I could root this thing on for hours. Just imagine sitting in the stands and hearing that thing like whistle past. CV, dude, I would lose it. So before they had all this other complex stuff, the VTEC and stuff like that, they had the controlled compound combustion vortex. Dude, CVCC. Yes, I know, mind blowing. So back in the early 70s, it was 73 when they released the first generation Honda Civic. That was probably the most versatile car of its time. You could get that thing in a coupe, a sedan, a fastback, a hatchback, a fast notchback, this back, that back, just whatever you wanted. And the cool part about it is it came with that CVCC motor that we were just talking about, which was kind of, you know, like no flex. It was the flex fuel of its day. So instead of running E85 or 93 octane or whatever in your boosted car, back then, if you ran this CVCC motor, you could run either leaded or unleaded fuel, which was pretty convenient depending on where you were, you know what I mean? Like you couldn't always have access to the nice unleaded stuff. So, I mean, you just get the leaded and it controlled the emissions still and helped your car run. And I mean, that thing might've ran on bacon grease. I don't know, but just at the end of the day, this was the flex fuel of its time. So take notes. So Bobby bought a brand new 1974 Honda Civic, 1200cc. Yeah, the big boy. And you know what he did? He took that home and he turned that into Honda's very first race car. And with this car, he competed in the SCCA GT5, and he didn't win not one, not two, three, not enough. 4, you get a little bit closer. 5, you're warm. But this guy won 6 of the SCCA championships. I mean, how incredible is that? I mean, this guy would wake up in the morning and literally piss excellence. Like, he was a great driver and they had apparently a great car. So back in the days, if you wanted to have a car that, you know, you could drive to work and, you know, it's probably pretty, well, I'd say it was good on gas, but he turned it into a race car, so it's probably no longer good on gas. But I mean, this is how you do it. You put a car that you sell on the track and you compete and you guys just fight it out, right? So Honda knew what was up ever since motorcycle days back in the early 60s. And what they did is they continued along that path because they knew what to do on Sundays in order to sell on Mondays.